Sure, my king.
Sure.
How's it, my king?
Good, my man. How
You don't look red. Do you look? Are you gonna see action or what?
War is a servant of the word. A messenger, poet, scriptwriter, a bit of directing, theater productions, producing. War is born in the Eastern Cape, King Williamstown. Did my studies there until secondary school. Then you finished your matric, moved to the west.
Hustle, yeah. Hustle. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is Street Hustle.
Hashtag Street Hustle rocks.
Yo, my king, you know how special this day is?
Yeah, it's very special. Is it your birthday?
It's my mother's birthday.
Oh
man.
my God! What?
We're doing this, man, on my mother's birthday.
Like build a cage. Once my child is like a daughter and is like 16,
Yeah.
build a cage. Shish. Fakara.
60.
Yeah. Just saying. Yes. This guy.
I'm out to say.
I lost the one I loved for the one I like. If it is possible to fall in love at first sight, then perhaps one could grow from lust to love without telling so much lies. I lost the one I loved for the one I like. Feelings grow over time for the one you see all the time. Memories made without expectations. Moments happened without hesitation. Painful past happenings leading to regretful future decisions. The present is all we have now. From holding your hand in the rain, and whenever I look into your eyes when you smile, I grew from a boy to a man with you by my side. Teenage scars buried far within the valleys of my heart, and you were there when no one else was around. But then I fell in love with a friend. I lost the one I loved for the one I like. Night-long calls I made to the one I love can never compare to the shortest time I spent with my friend. I somehow forgot all the promises I made as I was staring at her eyes. Alone all the time, but never lonely when I think of this friend of mine. I lost the one I loved for the one I like. If my actions are wrong, then I will accept my punishment like a man. Before you judge me, please guide me. How does one say no to love? Finished your matric, moved to the west, studying there, electrical engineering, and then while doing that, the voices came to the head. Voices came to the head, and you are already deep in this course, man. It's a challenging course, engineering, and then you start finding out that you actually have this gift. And when you start following it, and you start questioning it and following it, you get passionate about it. You start getting into the poetry society.
Yeah.
Organizing poetry sessions, you still have to start. But that grew. It went to the level of doing of going to writing workshops, trying to go the professional route now, trying to build this knowledge. I can never compare or confuse the two of you, but at times I think I like her more than I love you. I lost the one I loved for the one I like.
I commence and converse to disperse words from my book's verse. Blood veins be connection heads from my hands to the mic. No less is Lord's pen who longs to correct wrongs of the past. History records as I descend to be the orator of the so-called pagan gods. And the 7 chakras in command of words. Pen paints the picture for the music structure. Mona Lisa this teacher. For I monitor this industry's calamitous creature. And caricature too weak to put the plow in hip-hop's character. The Lord's pen entangles you in a web of think wise designed by a mixed spider. How get more than enough best by this deep rider. It takes more than your eye to decipher the patterns of this ink's flower. My celestial mind is a closet of masterpieces striving for magnificence. Adept at passive in your adrenaline's conscience. I'm an adamant MC, a mouthpiece of your reader's digest. I key up my predecessors. I make words acrobat backwards and acute acoustics. I'm like acetylene, I custom hip-hoppers in logistics. Opal Mars of body aesthetics. A flying S, a case to lazy listeners. Sibalenko scribbles of glow on paper. An echo creator. Even without Zessa, I amputate letters and mend them with rhymes. So opiate words with flow. That's greater. I'm Plutonian in terms of constellation alignments. The Vonia Bazimba rest over Takara and Mariama in Tashiki garments. Giving life and edge to despondence. I'm the master's thoughts standing in poetry's laser beams. Tracing wars in cloud steams. Never call me the N-word, for I'm him who's marking no way to help. My name is Bukhosi, Nyathi, also known as the Lord's Pen. I'm from Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. I'm a fine artist, a spoken word artist. These are my works. I make art because it is part of my calling.
Yeah.
To make a difference, you know, to leave a mark, actually.
Sure.
It's part of what I've been sent here to do.
Man. And she's like, This is Kozmo, and it's gonna be simple. I'll just make sure that you understand the message by the time I'm done. I'm from Orlando in South Soweto townships, but if you do not get it, you'll find me at Funda, because if you do not learn, you'll never awaken yourself. Let me help you just break apart your world, because this world is my home. I'll make it easier on you, because now that time is done, this sunset is just another brilliant way for me to just revolve the world just to another day and just say konnichiwa, and I'll see you another time.
You're speaking to Itumeleng Kekana. Very crazy man. I'm a creative. I was born Gauteng.
Konnichiwa. Watashi wa namae Kozmo desu. And that was Japanese for hello, my name is Kozmo. And that's not the real given name, it's self-given.
Soweto Deep Kloof. I was raised there by my mother and my grandmother and my crazy, like not really crazy, but weird family, you know? Yeah, man, I went through some fucked up shit.
I use that mainly even on Facebook or anywhere else I go. My real name, I'm Itumeleng Munamudi, born bred Orlando, Soweto. Mainly has been my location since, apart from everything else. Employed a couple of decades, quit recently. Employment sucks, art is life. Been doing it since, well, eternity as far as I can remember. And work at Funda at the moment. I'm a longboarder, poet as well. Well, I do a lot of things, including trying to invent stuff.
Somehow in all that bull, I found some life and some form of creation in art, you know. I don't know, fell in love with it, started drawing, doing graffiti, writing people's names, sometimes out of anger, but it grew, you know, to something that portrays a message and it speaks about something, you know. Just a creative. I do a lot of things, I can't name them, but yeah, I'm just a creative that really loves art. On Facebook, Itumeleng Kekana. You can also catch a page that I made about my artwork. It's called Viper Art. It's also on Facebook. Where do I chill? You can find me at Funda. That's where I basically work on a daily basis, trying to create life out of nothing. Yeah, if you don't catch me there, you can catch me on my phone if you're very lucky. Where's Funda? You know, Funda is in Deep Kloof, Zone 6 next to the Barareng. It's a Funda Community College.
Be wary for the future.
Yo, guys, I think I just met legends.
You're gonna point to some brother here, he's gonna flow something. I don't know who. So you're gonna choose which one. So if you go here, he must start. Yeah. I don't know what. But yeah, I'm loving the history behind the creativity and the person you are. I think I could have never gotten to the part where I say, actually, who are you? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're suffering from demons and monsters like us, because you know we artists, we have some.
You see this?
We hear some stuff. You know what I'm saying, my kid?
You gotta have some demons when you're an artist, you know. That's why you get employed and you go through different jobs and you don't even know why you're getting different jobs until such a time you realize that art is life.
As I block all the knives, kicks and punches for all my sisters locked in abusive relationships. My arms are swelling. I am trying to stop the bleeding, but the ink won't stop pouring through my skin pores. You are worth way more than this. My sister, walk away now. Before one of us dies, live a little. Before I die, I quit my day job to chase my dreams. But how do you chase your dreams when your fears are holding you in, pulling you down and squeezing your heart? From a distance I heard them shouting. We are losing him. We are losing him. Doctor, I can't feel the pulse. Put the injection right through his heart and bring him back to life. This soldier is alive. He just needs to breathe. Breathe, soldier, breathe. You have to live a little before you die.
And what the while is best different. This one is more powerful, baba.
So, why is the
Him lapho like ish ndoda ngabambana nelo if so I'm like okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you can relax in an elevator.
No, in this one we can relax.
Like this one.
No, not this elevator.
This window.
In, let me. Before I die, let me live a little. I woke up from another brief meeting with death, unconscious for a minute, hour or more, I don't know for sure. Nose bleeding caused by all the images locked up in my head. Arms swelling due to all the unused ink running through my veins. Could this be the day? If I could, live a little. Before I die, I would scream for help, but I have been screaming for decades. Through my writing, I told you all my fears and showed you my weaknesses, but you just liked the rhythm and missed the message. If I could, live a little before I die, slowly crawling to the door. One of the main projects and main achievements I've done, man, I've collected all my poems, went into a studio, and we recorded the poems. Got a producer to cook some nice soulful beats for that. And from there we've had a lot of theater, poetry productions. Live on stage performing these poems, and we create a storyline out of the poems, you know, and get those messages out there. But I've done that in Cape Town, and I feel like, you know, I've been to every corner in Cape Town, you know, every well-known theater house, you know, you go to your townships, community theater. I've been to these venues and I've spread the message with my people. So I'm like, no, it's time to step it up to the Joes. Let me see what they talk about.
God, that my king.
Poetry is too deep, bro. You know, I've seen unborn writers struggle to jump holes of poetry written underneath the ground of a writer's palm. Those that propel spoken words over a distance of reality's ocean, crawling to prove poetry speaks heroic potions, chasing baby facts to impress and act the facts back to paper and pencil. But this fact remains our boring recited recipes, while enemies call a black skin food or foods.
Yeah. Hustling. Oh yeah.
Asihambanga lomfana endesphindile stay together man like batisibongile all this hustle spotting ngeke uthole silambile best lane trafikana sesifayile ihambanga lomfana endesphindile stay together man like batisibongile all this hustle spotting ngeke uthole silambile best lane trafikana sesifayile.
Okay, this is Street Hustle.
Hashtag Street Hustle rocks. That's sick.
Yeah. Hustling. Oh yeah.
Asihambanga lomfana endesphindile stay together man like batisibongile all this hustle spotting ngeke uthole silambile best lane trafikana sesifayile ihambanga lomfana endesphindile stay together man like